Like I said, I think I said it last night. The only matchup I don't like watching, and it's only I don't like watching like multiple, like 10 games of it is TVT.
Yep,
But
absolutely.
other than that, all the matchups are so much fun to watch, man.
Yep. So give me just 1 second, guys, to throw up this scoreboard, and then we will get our introductions. I'm pretty excited to see where this is headed. Okay, boom, just like that. So.
Got the overlay. Boom,
Oh
that's my
shit.
one
Well,
time.
let me
That's
check
my
on.
one time.
That's the big one. Yeah. No, you got. It was good. Okay. So, our player from Revolution.gg in the top left-hand corner of the map, our purple Protoss. It is Seed.
And his opponent helping his team to a quick game 1 from Storm, the Red Terran. It is Epic.
Yeah, I'd have to say those drops were pretty epic, dude. Sorry for the dad joke, but man,
Hi-oh.
yeah, no, ayo. Nah, but they were good, man. You got to give credit where credit is due. Like I was even like, oh, it's about the standard 2-1-1, like just kind of playing it off as nothing. But then it kind of spiraled out of control there, man, with just that continual pressure. Just Medevac's always bringing over units. That was crazy, dude. So
Yep,
I'm pretty excited to
absolutely.
see where this one's headed.
I liked, some players will take that drop and go into the main or whatever, and Zesty had 2 queens there, so it was interesting that he went and pushed, the creep. It's definitely a good decision, but it looked like he kind of was a little bit more passive than some players are with his 2-1-1, just clearing creep and kind of poking at the queens and lings and stuff. But yeah, as you said, eventually it just ramped up to this like multi-pronged drop that was like no creep was able to be spread, and just kind of the pressure was too much, man.
Yeah, and Zesty had some really good injects there for a while. I thought he was going to hold just about base. Really good injects alone. So, or I mean, wow, injects. Sorry, I meant excuse me. I can't even think right now, dude. I'm just so.
Transfuses?
Yeah, transfuses. I'm just losing my mind. I'm sorry. I'm excited for this though, man. But yeah, I thought he was gonna hold base off transfuses there alone because of queens.
Yeah, he started once he got the number, like as you said, kind of early when he was sitting on like 2 or 4. It was like a little worrying as that 2-1-1 was coming across. But he ended up getting on like 6 queens that were just there for spreading creep and being in the middle of the map. So that was a pretty good number. And as you said, transfuses, man, definitely pretty good.
Yep.
But we
Oh,
see a
man.
Cybercore coming out from Seed as he does start an Adept. And we have an Expo coming out of Epic as it's going to be a Reaper expand.
Yep. And the Reaper just narrowly missed the probe coming over, so. He should kind of, yeah. He should kind of know where he's at, but
it's like Seed is gonna back up and take that Xalnaga Temple.
Yep.
Does that give Vision of the Third? Just out of curiosity, it totally does. Look at that.
Yeah,
Bam.
that's awesome.
Nailed. that is awesome. So it looks like Factory coming out from Epic as he starts into a 1-1-1 with some Marine production coming out of that reactor now. Is it gonna be for Cyclones, you think?
Yeah, probably, man. I don't know. Like, I'm not really sure. I'd probably guess he was a little more gas heavy this time around than last time, so we'll have to see how that plays out. And then on the Protoss side of things, we already have our robotics facility down, so I don't know, dude. This is already off to a weirder start.
Yep, and we're seeing resonating glaives being researched as well, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a warp prism come out of this robo and a couple more gateways go down from Seed.
Yep.
As it's likely going to be a strong adept pressure here. Epic will get up in here with the Reaper. Will he see what he needs to see? At least he sees the expansion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He saw most of it. I don't know if he necessarily saw the resonating glaives. That's the only thing he might have not seen, but he should have got a pretty good look at the rest of the base there. And then behind this, you were right, man. We got a Cyclone coming out, a Mine, and a pretty Medevac. So there's going to be a pretty nice little 1-1-1 here.
Yeah, there's potential to do a lot of pressure if Seed is not paying attention or a little bit out of position or something like that. We do see additional gateways coming down from Seed, so that's really good. And his Resonating Glaive's just about halfway done, so it should finish up, depending on the boost of this Medevac shortly after it gets there.
Yeah, we'll have to see how much damage this drop can get done, man. It does have a Mine in that Cyclone as well, so I don't know if there's really enough to hold this just yet. This has a potential to do some pretty big damage here. But never underestimate Pylon Oversalt, dude. Oh wait, he doesn't even have the Mothership Core out yet. Damn.
Oh, yes, could be.
Yeah, this could be even worse than I thought there. I thought it was out already. I just assumed, so.
He does have a couple of adepts, and the gateways are morphing into warp gates now, so we do see a sick warp in. That timing, though, going to be able to help shoo this 1-1-1 away.
Yep, absolutely.
Ooh, nice pickup micro there from Epic.
Yep, and the Mine joining over as well, too. And the Mothership Core is out now, too, so maybe he'll have Overcharge here in a minute. I thought it was out already. Sorry about that. I misspoke, but... Man, same thing. Just these crazy drops. Behind this macro nav very well, as it's... He's managed to stay pretty close in worker count. It's 36 to 41, so...
Yep. He's this drop, as I said, it is just continuing to poke around, keep Seed on his toes. Seed is a really nice observer over in Epic space, though. He's going to be able to see exactly how many barracks are going to be down, at least in that section of the base.
Yep, absolutely. So these adepts are going to be able to pick up a little bit of that drop there, but he's going to load up the rest and get out of here. But both players were supply blocked there for just a second, so production for both players had kind of came to a halt there. But drops behind this leads me to believe that Epic is just going to continue to go with the drop style because he's going with all of his bio upgrades. So.
Yep. Seed repositions that observer a little bit, gets to see the army. And really, that was nice by Seed to be able to use those adepts to pick up the Cyclone. Once that unit died, Epic was kind of forced to pick up what he had and go back home. So the pressure is now backed off of Seed. He is free to macro as he pleases. He does have this Widow Mine, though, at his third. So that's going to be annoying if he wants to go out there and set that up.
Yep. And Epic is also dropping his third and starting to make a couple tanks, too. So it's almost like he's starting to posture up into a bit of a later game composition. Felt that he was annoying enough in the beginning, huh? And now that he knows he delayed his opponent's third, too, he probably is feeling a little better. So, and the worker lead is also now tied. He did a fat round of SCVs there, and it's now 45 to 46. So,
yep. So Seed eventually does clean up that Widow Mine at his third. No big deal there. But as you said, both players, is this, yep, likely coming out to take his Nexus. Both players making their way to the third. I'm sure we'll see some pressure come out of Seed as he does have, or out of Epic as he does have a good amount of units here. These 3 Marines kind of gonna go poke across. I'm sure they're gonna, oh, they're actually not gonna make it to the third.
Yeah, no.
They're gonna see the third and then be like, hey,
unfortunately, they went into the wrong neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they didn't make it very far, but at least he kind of knows the composition that he's gonna have to deal with later, as there are a bunch of stalkers out, and he doesn't know that Blink has started, but I mean, at least he knows there's a few stalkers. He didn't see this other round though, so.
Yep.
A couple Liberators coming out as well, so.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nice, man. He's got medevac Liberator production going on out of that reactive starport. As you said though, there are a good amount of stalkers, and once Blink comes in, they start to be able to deal with Liberators at least a little bit better.
Yeah.
As they can reposition and kind of force the Liberators to take a bad siege.
Yep, and Armor 1 is about to be done as well for Protoss 2, so that'll help out a little bit with the Liberators as well, but Liberators are being made by the 2 right now, so we'll have to see. I saw a couple medevacs come out, and now he's just switching, it looks like, to full Liberator production, so.
And if we take a look at the income tab, it is dead even almost at 52 for Protoss and 51 for Terran. So very even in that regard.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Epic was trailing there for just a little bit because he was trying to do all of that aggression, but he tied up the worker count there very quickly. Losing a medevac there, though, I didn't see if it was loaded up with anything.
It actually was not.
Okay.
He had boosted it. I'm not sure if it was just a scouting medevac, but yeah, it wasn't loaded with anything. But still, you know, losing a medevac, not ideal, but
yeah,
not the worst.
We also have a Dark Shrine about to finish up as well, so. Oh shit, the move out.
Antares 777X, thank you very much for the follow, man. You are awesome.
Oh yeah, thank you very much for the follow. We appreciate it. I believe you're number 420, so thank you very much. We just wanted 400 this weekend, and we got a lot yesterday, so thank you very much. Those were some really good force fields, though.
Yeah,
completely
for sure.
preventing that entire move out right there. So at least he gets a couple seconds to do a little bit of production, but there's nothing coming out just yet, man. I don't think he's going to be able to hold that. It's a lot of tanks and Liberators, man. So sure, he'll have a couple DTs coming in, but that's the only thing in production as of yet.
Good force fields again, man. The stim does come out, but yeah, this third base is pretty much just going to be free.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the tanks are just going to reign supreme, and the Liberators in the sky will zone anything out from jumping on those. Seed is definitely on the back foot here.
Yeah, well, he has Blink, so he's not out of it or anything. He just needs to get some really, really good trades right here. But I'm not sure once those tanks get planted, he'll have enough to deal with this. So these Liberators coming down, putting their zones down. They did get picked off really well, though. And those force fields were money, man. Completely preventing that bio from engaging up that ramp. Holy shit, those force fields were awesome, man.
Yep.
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah.
So the number of adepts here, oh man, it's just kind of taking shells. Unfortunately, the army's taking a little bit too much damage. The pylon overcharge, or the pylon that was overcharged does go down, but man, all of Seed's units are so bruised right now that a sim up could really, oh no, the adepts, they're stuck because they can't blink, dude.
Yeah, and he hasn't even moved these tanks up. If he could get a couple tanks up on this high ground, that would spell pretty much the end here for Seed. We'll have to see, though, man. Epic is playing like a monster. There are a couple DTs out. Oh, okay. They get scanned right away.
No longer.
Yep. Damn. Sorry, DTs. Man, this is crazy. I don't know. He might have enough to hold with this Warpin, but this is an insane push just with those tanks.
Yep. So the DT will actually sneak in and get a couple of slashes off on that one tank. Oh, nice by him.
He got it.
Not have him spit.
That was a good pickup right there, man. 1 DT for a tank. I'd take that trade.
Yep, absolutely. Especially when the tanks are beating down your front shore, man. He is. Epic is gunning for that Cyber Core, though, and that would be a huge hit as Blink Stalkers up on those tanks would be helpful. The number of Marauders, though, is starting to get out of hand here, so Stalkers may not even be too helpful to use.
Yeah, absolutely. So Overcharge is going to help a little bit, or at least delay this, but it's just going to let the Medivacs heal up all of his bio forces. So, man, what a crazy-ass engagement here. This is nice. But I don't know that he's going to be able to hold because there's just constant Marine forces streaming in behind this. So the parade is real at this point, and the tanks are still down here on the low ground, just shredding anything that gets close enough to him. So,
yep,
monster play from Epic here.
So that is it. Seed taps out, and Epic will take game number 2 as Psystorm